The programming to bring you this special Cool Oldies 1450 sports presentation.
Taylor Smith wide open shot from three-point land. It's good. Beautiful three-point shot, center feet, plenty of space, and knocked her down. We're knotted up at 29 apiece. There's 3:14 on the clock. It doesn't get any better than this. Jump ball, Kentucky possession with the lead and 8 seconds on the clock. Wow, a lot of contact here on this man. Yeah, no foul call. Shoots the three, and she makes it at the buzzer, and the Cougars win by 1 point lead, 37-36. Stockton Road, nice road crowd with them. Great crowd here tonight.
And welcome to Catoctin High School. You're listening to high school basketball on Cool Oldies, WTHU 1450 AM. And Brian, region semifinal. I don't think I need to say much more than that.
No, absolutely not. And you can tell by the crowd in here tonight. A lot of folks are already here. We still got 10 minutes before game time, and there's a steady stream of them coming in.
And you can just, the energy, you know, from the Catoctin side here is, you know, I think they've been looking forward to this matchup. Yeah, they want to be in the region semifinal, but they lost to South Carroll earlier this year, regular season, by 6 points here on this court, 50-44. And I think if you ask the young ladies at Catoctin, they're happy to have South Carroll back here for this rematch.
Absolutely, and back then, Catoctin was trying to find their identity, and they didn't establish it like they have the last couple ball games. And I keep going back to that when they played Linganore. Here, when Catoctin played Linganore, and then matched their physicality, and then were able to hang with Linganore, and we did that game. And even though Linganore won by 9, it was much closer than that. Just Catoctin would not go away, and if a bucket here or there, they could have knocked off a very powerful Linganore team.
Yeah, and speaking of Linganore was, and South Carroll and Middletown are the only teams that scored 50 or more points against these Cougars, and the Cougars lost all 3 of those. So that magic number seems to be about giving up 50 points, which they don't do very often because on the season, they only allow on average of 37 points a game. So for anyone to score 50 points on Catoctin, it's a huge deal.
Yeah, they switch on everything. Every time there's a screen set, they're capable. They got capable defenders, and they do a good job of second and third rotations, getting on the baseline and help side. The one problem I see with Catoctin is they have an on-off switch. It seems like they can turn it on and off. You come down this far in the playoffs, they can't do that.
And you know, they're still a young team. If you think about it, you know, Caden Glodfeldy and Becca Zentz are the 2 seniors that give them a lot of time. But other than that, it's juniors, sophomores, and some freshmen. Now, you talked about that strategy of switching everything offensively. On the roster for South Carroll, Jenna Todd stands at 6'2" tall, averages 7 points a game. If that switching involves Glodfeldy and Zentz, that's 5'5", defending 6'2". You need a lot of that backside help then.
Yeah, you do. But going into Rebecca Zentz, and I've said this before, she's a warrior.
Yes.
So, and D1 lacrosse player, very physical. Her and Troxel, I put them defensively against anybody. They can match up, and they're gritty.
And talk about D1 lacrosse players, South Carroll brings their own in Leah Miller. She's going to the University of Maryland to play lacrosse. Outstanding athlete. She averages 9.3 points a game and almost 8 rebounds per game. So got to keep an eye on that great athlete, Leah Miller from South Carroll.
Yeah, they're going to be South Carroll has a lot of speed and quickness, especially if you got the lacrosse going in there. And then you know they're going to be physical. Yep. The one thing Catoctin's got to do is they got to get out in transition. And they haven't been able to really do that against Mountain Ridge and I'm I'm drawing a blank. The game we just did last week up there at North Hagerstown. Oh, Williamsport. So Williamsport did a good job of getting back, didn't let the Cougars get in transition. If Catoctin can get out in transition against South Carroll, it'll be hard for them, South Carroll, to hang with that, because I think that's where they got them. But if they go half court, lateral quickness and matchup, I think that's where it'll give Catoctin problems.
And I don't know for a fact, I don't have the minute charts, but I don't think South Carroll's real deep. They play 6 players, maybe 7, so that energy coming into the fourth quarter of that transition offense against them, possession after possession, might wear them down a little bit, but that'll be something we have to watch through the course of this ball game.
Yeah, there's a lot of different intangibles in here, and I think Catoctin, to go really, really deep, they got to find somebody off the bench or somebody to have a big game other than Williams, Troxel, and Zentz. Gloffelty's due. She's due to have a breakout game. She struggled the last couple, but she can hit big-time shots in big-time moments.
And she scored 11 points against South Carroll in their first matchup. Kelsey Troxel had 17 to lead the team. Another thing we have in common between South Carroll and Catoctin, both teams are playing without their leader from last year. Harley McKee, injured early this season, will not play. And then we know the story with Taylor Smith hurting her knee last year in the playoffs, and she's been there with the team all year, but no court action. So it's interesting to see both of these teams being so successful when you're a small school, which is tough really to reload with a whole bunch of talent, and both of them really outstanding seasons. South Carroll is 15-9 at this point. They are ranked number 52 in the state of Maryland, number 6 in 1A. Catoctin, 17-6 on the season, ranked 46th in Maryland, 4th in 1A. So these teams couldn't be much closer ranking-wise.
Yeah, on paper, even matchups for both of them. It's just going to come back, like I said, can Catoctin no off switch tonight. If they do that, I think they win this game easily.
Right. Got to stay off that roller coaster, right, Coach? You want a steady effort. So want to just thank our sponsors before we break away for the anthem. American Legion Post 168 here in Thurmont. Brownie's Auto Care, Center of Life Chiropractic, Cousins Ace Hardware, Hawkins Landscaping, and Thurmont's Country Kitchen. Thanks for your sponsoring this game. And we're going to take a little break now for the anthem and starting lineups, and we'll be back in a couple minutes for the tip-off.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
Time out. Hey, remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. You just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone huddled in the bleachers and in the community comes together. This message presented by the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Our local American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the four-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the Western Mountains of Maryland to the Eastern Shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting. At Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, or your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland. Hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Maryland's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
All right, good talk to Lady Cougars basketball.
And we're back getting ready for tip-off here in the 1A West Region 2 semifinal. Home team, Catoctin Cougars. Starting lineup, number 10, Caden Glodfeldy, 5'5" senior. Number 11, Becca Zentz, a 5'5" senior. Number 13, a 5'10" junior, Brooke Williams. Number 24, Kelsey Troxel, a 5'10" junior. And freshman, Olivia Hort, number 33. For the South Carroll Cavaliers, it's number 3, Kendall Curtin. Number 5, Leah Miller. Number 12, Caden Curtin. Number 14, Charlotte Harrington. And number 21, Jenna Todd. And Cavaliers control the tip. Catoctin in their staple man-to-man defense, switching defense.
Great D. They're coming out with a lot of intensity.
Ball's on the floor. Stolen by Brooke Williams to Troxel into the front court. Hoyt looks to drive, a little lob pass over top. Zentz off the mark, cleared by Jenna Todd, the 6'2" sophomore center for the Cavaliers.
Height bothered her on the shot. Great defensive
Calling
intensity
out
by
the play
Kentucky.
is Coach Entwistle. Kind of looks like a dribble drive offense, Coach. Everybody's on the perimeter. Three-point shot is made. Caden Curtin drops it home as the shot clock expires.
Yep, got free. They can shoot the three from the outside. They did the last time they played as well.
3-0, 6:40 to play here in the first quarter. 15 on the shot clock. Skip pass. Glodfeldy. Off the mark. Cleared by Charlotte Harrington. Really sagging man-to-man defense by the Cavaliers. Hit to Cutter Harrington. Reverse layup just off the mark. Cleared by Caden Glodfeldy into the front court.
Kentucky's got to push the ball more than what they're doing to start the game.
Got to dribble drive, got to attack. They're just sagging. A lot of help. Caden Glodfeldy, top of the key, off the mark. Olivia Hort hustling and pulls in the offensive rebound. Fresh shot clock for the Cougars. Baseline drive, a little floater off the mark. Troxel offensive rebound, cannot finish, and cleared by Jenna Todd. A hustling Olivia Hoyt comes in from behind, steals it. Brooke Williams forward ahead to Troxel. The drive off the mark. Hoyt, another offensive rebound, again off the mark. Hoyt, another steal. Zentz to Glodfeldy. That ball was altered by Jenna Todd. Hoyt again, just cannot find the bottom of the net. Leah Miller on the drive. Shot off the mark, and quickly the other end, Brooke Williams, the hesitation and the floater draws the foul.
She pulled the rebound down there. I was just, if they go 2 or 3 possessions, but they went 3, Brooke Williams has got, she's got to go. She's got to go. Get everybody to settle down, get the ball in the basket, reset on D.
Brooke, first foul shot's good.
She's just so long and has that strength. She drives the basket, something good's gonna happen.
Second foul shot also good, 3-2. Cavaliers with a 1-point lead, 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And the thing is, what made that play, Brian, was the hesitation dribble.
Yeah.
She looked like she was gonna pull up, hesitate a little bit, and then exploded again. Calls the contact. 3-point shot by the left-handed Harrington off the mark. Rebound, Leah Miller. Tipped around, Glodfeldy comes out with it and gets knocked to the turf. No call. Leah Miller, long 3-point shot off the mark. Brooke clears it and then gets a blocking foul on Kendall Curtin. Second team foul, her first personal.
Yeah, a lot of contact down there in Glodfeldy. You could probably hear in the background, crowd in the student section calling for the contact.
Yeah.
Three South Carroll defenders collapsed on her.
We had a pretty good angle right here. That looked a little excessive. So Madeline Myers checks in, gives Olivia Hoyt a break. Glodfeldy 3-point shot, short. Leah Miller, the run out off the defensive rebound, transition, and the push from behind, and it goes.
Yeah, Kentucky beat them at their own game there. The thing that worries me a little bit here is now Glodfeldy has taken 4 shots, and she hasn't made one. She's got to now go to the rim and get a foul to see the ball go in the basket, get her confidence up.
Foul shot's good. Caden Curtin completes the three-point play. 6-2 Cavaliers. 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Gladfeldy into the front court. Brooke Williams on the right wing. There's the hesitation dribble and the drive, and the ball hits off the backboard, out of bounds. Turnover to the Cavaliers.
I wouldn't mind to see Coach Entwistle get a timeout here, just settle them down. They haven't really got the looks they want. They're going to have to create it here on the defensive end.
Yep. Yep. Need like a deflection or a run out.
Yep.
Dribble drive, Miller cut off to Curtin. Curtin out to Geneta, a three-point shot, and it's good. The 6'2 sophomore drops a three-pointer. 9-2 Cavaliers. Troxel with a great drive, great pass. Becca Zentz hits her. She finishes 9-4. 3:15 to play here in the first quarter.
They got to get it here on the defensive end. Just need to stop.
Ooh.
Nice cut.
And then, yep, Gladfeldy got beat there and then fouled.
Cougars foul on.
Yeah, nice cut by South Carroll. Just hard off the backboard. Got Kentucky out of rebounding position.
Shooting 2.
Charlotte Harrington, the first foul shot short. Olivia Hoyt returns. Caden Gladfeldy to the bench. Harrington's second foul shot. This one's good. 10-4 Cavaliers. Approaching 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Brooke Williams bringing to the front court. The dribble drive, the kick. Olivia Hoyt, the three-point shot. Madeline Myers keeps it alive. Brooke Williams gets it, drives. Layup attempt off the mark. Cleared by Leah Miller of the Cavaliers.
Yep, just didn't square his shoulders. Got a little contact.
Jenna Todd, guard by Brooke Williams, out front to Caden Curtin. Madeline Myers with the steal. Got her on the side. Zentz, one more. Good ball fake and the drive. Oh, the little ticky-tack foul there. Charlotte Harrington picks up her first, team's third. Fresh shot clock, ball out of bounds for the Cougars.
Cougars run good sets out of bounds. They desperately need a bucket here to cut this thing to 4.
Madeline Myers with the drive, gets past Todd, off the mark. Troxel rebound and puts it in. Kelsey Troxel, 10-6 Cavaliers, 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Kendall Curtin into the front court, passing center Jenna Todd, Leah Miller to the middle. Looking for the cutters. Oh, Brooke just missed that pass. Leah Miller, the ball faking the drive, and the ball out of bounds. Becca Zentz gets in the middle of that. 1:45 to play first quarter. 10-6 Cavaliers with an early 4-point lead. Olivia Hoyt, ninth grader, finds a post up. Brooke Williams kicks to the corner. Madeline Myers off the mark on the three. Troxel, another offensive rebound. Brooke Williams, offensive rebound, and she's called for a travel.
I don't know, hard to tell from here. She's got a little contact down there. She got the rebound, came up over. I think she should have just went right up there because then she got more defenders around her.
First substitute for the Cavaliers, number 24, Gabby Evans, sophomore guard in. Jenna Todd takes a break. Gabby Evans, three-point shot. Left-hander off the mark. Rebound by Harrington. She puts it in.
Charlotte Harrington for 2.
12-6 Cavaliers. Minute to play here in the first quarter. Brooke, a deep three off the mark. Troxel cannot bring it in. Gabby Evans gathers it. Cavaliers into the front court. Oh, another great basket cut. Troxel and defensive rebound, and she's on the move to the other end and finishes. Brooke Williams jumps in the middle of that passing lane, tips it out of bounds. 28 seconds in the quarter, 27 on the shot clock. 12-8 Cavaliers, 4-point lead. Gabby Evans in the front court. Curtin looks to Miller, passes to Caden Curtin, being guarded by Glodfeldy. Ball fake and drive, and blocked by Brooke Williams. Troxel to Williams, 6 on the game clock. Left hand floater off the mark.
Yeah, Brooks a little frustrated.
Yep.
Didn't get that foul called.
Yep, she's got to let it go.
Yep.
And the end of the first quarter, the score, South Carroll 12, Catoctin Cougars 8. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. You're listening to high school basketball on Cool 80s, 1450 AM.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price. Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of Walkersville High School Athletics.
And we're back at Catoctin High School. The 1A West Region 2 semifinal. Catoctin Cougars 8, South Carroll Cavaliers 12. And actually, I think Brian Catoctin's fortunate to only be down 4 points after that first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Troxel carried them there. I think she's got 6 of their 8 points. Glodfeldy came out a little cold. Brooke Williams got a little contact, got to let that go. I think they'll bounce back here.
And South Carroll hit 2 3-point field goals. That's not the strength of their game. Ball's knocked loose. Brooke Williams comes up with it. 10 on the shot clock. Hoyt with the drive. Baseline pass tipped out of bounds by the Cavaliers. Cougars.
Nice defense by the Cavaliers. Anytime Brooke touches the ball, they're sliding another defender to be right behind so she can't get that dribble drive off.
Got 6 on the shot clock. Brooke looking to create space. Zentz, 3-point shot, so misses everything. Shot clock violation. The Cavaliers take over.
Yep. Kentucky's going to have to get it here on the defensive end. We keep saying that. If they crank their D up and don't have that on-off switch, they can stop anybody on the half-court offense.
Well, I'm very surprised on how many times Catoctin's been beat across the face defensively. That typically does not happen. But that shot off the mark, cleared by Olivia Hoyt into the front court. Brooke Williams out front. They call out to play. And it looks like they're clearing out for Brooke. Dribble drive. And again, little contact. Rebecca Zentz, the offensive rebound. And put back 10-12. Cavaliers with the 2-point lead over the Cougars. Into the front court, Kendall Curtin to Leah Miller. Leah, the deep 3, and it's nothing but the net.
That's 2 she hit. Rebecca Zentz is going to have to close out on her now for sure.
Glodfeldy to Troxel. It's a bad pass. Curtin with the steal. Into the front court, Harrington. Back to Leah Miller. Left-handed drive, pulls back to the right and banks it in. Leah Miller just taking over here, Coach.
Yeah, for sure. She's quick, and they had to come out on her, so she gave them that little pump fake on the three that she just hit. Jumped out on her, made that little head fake, got in for a little bubble shot, hit it off the board.
Right now, it looks to me as though the Cavaliers, they're just playing with a little more energy, pep in their step than the Cougars.
Yeah.
Coach Entwistle calls that timeout. She probably sensed the same thing, a little pump up there.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get a stop. A couple, they're okay. A lot of basketball left.
Right.
They just got to get it on the defensive end, and they're just making little dumb mistakes and then getting beat back, which they normally don't do. Like you said, on the cutter, they've had somebody cut their face three times.
Yeah. And then on the offensive end, Catoctin has yet to really have an open look at the basket. Credit to Cavalier defense so far here in the game. Troxel at the high post, the dribble drive, and she's tripped. That foul looks like it's going to go on Kendall Curtin.
Troxel's very deceiving. I said that last week against Williamsport. She has a quick move to the basket, and something generally good happens. So then Catoctin's got to recognize that and then just go, okay, next time down the floor, let's do the same thing. Just make them stop it. And if that wasn't shooting,
I guess they called it on the floor. Troxel with the three-point shot off the mark. Jenna Todd pulls it in for the Cavaliers to Leah Miller. Leah into the front court. Gabby Evans on the wing. Harrington up top. Good defense. Oh, no call on the fall. Leah Miller, the dribble drive. Ball's on the floor. Still on the floor. And then we have a jump ball.
Yep, they laid down. I tell you what, Catoctin could have dove on the ball and got it there, and two Cavaliers get on it, and Troxel got ran over.
Yeah. And isn't that a traveling call then? Dual possession by the offensive team?
Yeah.
But because they called the jump when there's no Cougars hands on the basketball. Pass inside, stolen by Olivia Hoyt to the other end. Glodfeldy gets the opening off the mark. Hoyt can't corral the offensive rebound. Cavaliers again. Clear, Leah Miller. Jenna Todd on the right wing. Bounce pass inside to Harrington. Spins, left hand layup attempt. Off the rim.
Got to go.
Zentz, Brooke Williams, people behind her, Hoyt, and the ball's tipped out of bounds.
Well, they're pushing, even if Catoctin goes, they're pushing them everything to the sidelines. They're not letting anything come down the middle, so they're really well scouted and well prepped.
Yep. Inbounds pass over top to Madeline Myers. Olivia Hoyt, Caden Glodfeldy. Back to Madeline Myers. Basically, they're face guarding Brooke Williams.
Yep.
With Caden Curtin. Olivia Hoyt again off the mark. Another layup attempt. Just unable to find home. Cavaliers in the front court. Deep three.
Go.
Brooke Williams with the rebound. And she pushes it in the front court. Where she just takes the shot, right?
Yeah. She should have went in there, she's in at the bubble shot, but anytime they struggle, she's got to recognize that and go, I have to take a shot here, even if she's got somebody on her.
Yep. Gabby Williams brings the ball up for the Cavaliers. 4:10 to play here in the second quarter. Scores 17-10. Cavaliers with a 7-point lead. Harrington again, a dribble drive. Foul called on Madeline Myers. Madeline's second, team's first of the second quarter. Left-handed Harrington to the line to shoot two. First one's off the mark.
Catoctin, 4 minutes into this quarter, only has 2 points. And we were talking about that 50 and their 49 average.
Second one off the mark. Olivia Hoyt brings it in and then gets a quick foul call.
Yeah.
On number 21.
21, Jenna Todd, her first.
Team second.
I was watching Coach In whistle when she called a foul over there. She was in the referee's ear because he goes, just call it on the same
both
thing
ends.
and it's okay.
Yep. Hoyt up top. Glodfeldy on the right wing. Back to Zentz, just off the mark.
South Carroll is just being more physical, and Catoctin's struggling with that.
Yeah, and Cavaliers are taking away the Brooke Williams option. They either need to run stuff for Brooke, set off the screens, or just give Brooke the ball and clear. Jenna Todd out front, eyes up the three, loses her dribble, great pass inside. Harrington, the left-handed layup, 19-10. South Carroll with the lead. 3:10 to play here in the second quarter. Pass inside to Hoyt.
Called push out of bounds. Called a foul.
Foul. And that's going to go on Jenna Todd. Her second, team's third.
Team's third.
Baseline out of bounds. Cavaliers get through that. Glodfeldy, no space for that jump shot. Olivia Hoyt again to Glodfeldy. Troxel with the drive and the contact.
She's capable of doing that, and she goes to right, even three defenders on her. Like her first quick step and her first dribble is quick.
Her second. Team's fourth.
That's Charlotte's second personal foul, team's fourth. Kelsey Troxel to shoot 2. First foul shot off the mark.
Can't give away the free ones when you're struggling to get
anything. Yep.
And we're going back to Brooke Williams. Like you said, they're face guarding her, so you can't see when the screen comes. The defender can't see it. That's just an adjustment Kentucky's got to make at the half.
Yep. Kelsey hits the second shot. It's 19-11. Cavaliers 8-point lead. 2:50 to play here in the second quarter. Miller to Curtin. Curtin to Evans up top. Again.
We'll probably go to a break. That's going to take a minute. Her knee went. Let's take a break here.
Yeah, we're going to take an injury timeout when Michael gets here. Thank our sponsors quick. American Legion Post 168 here in Thurmont. Brownie's Auto Care, Center of Life Chiropractic, Cousins Ace Hardware, Hawkins Landscaping, and Thurmont's Country Kitchen. We're going to take a timeout here. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center passionately believes that what they do enriches people's lives emotionally and physically. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center is not just a therapeutic massage center, but it is a collaboration of the healing arts using Reiki, sound, movement, art, and more. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center are people who care. Nerve or orthopedic issues, back and neck pain? Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center can help you enjoy luxurious treatment with amazing results at Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center. And by the way, they are looking for experienced therapists who are skilled in the healing arts to join their team today. Just check out their website, catoctinmountainmassage.com. That's Catoctin, massage.com to connect with them today.
And we're back here at Catoctin High School. The injured player, Kendall Curtin, did get up, walked off the court. The trainers are continuing to look at her. They might have to test her left knee to see if she can return or not. It just looked like her foot got caught.
Yeah, got-
underneath of her, and
Yeah.
as she folded backwards.
Yep, there was no contact. She just, one of those freak things, just stuck on the floor, and like you said, it just bent backwards. Hopefully she'll be okay. And we'll just see what happens from there.
Yep. The trainer continues to look at her, and in for the Cavaliers, number 4, Campbell Black, freshman. Zentz on the wing, and they post up Brooke Williams. She looks for the inside move, left-handed and just off the mark again. And a traveling call on Gabby Evans as she looks to clear. Catoctin baseline out of bounds with a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. The score is 19-11. Cavaliers with the lead. Troxel with the dribble drive and flips it up off the mark. Jenna Todd clears for the Cavaliers. Evans into the front court. Todd on the wing. Up front to Leah Miller. 3-point shot off the mark. Kelsey Troxel. Another defensive rebound.
Catoctin's got to push the ball when they get that rebound.
Glodfeldy on the wing. They're not giving them any space. Olivia Hoyt, dribble drive after the ball fake. Finds Troxel. Rebecca Zentz to just inside the arc. Jump shot. 19-13, 1:30 to play here in the second quarter. Cavaliers with a 6-point lead.
Curtain is their ball handler. I would pick up pressure more. She's out. While she's out, I would pressure South Carroll all over the place.
Jenna Todd, bank shot off the mark. Glodfeldy to Williams. Williams pushes it up to Troxel. Troxel eyes a three, then pulls it down. Loses it out of bounds on the dribble drive. Back to the Cavaliers.
Press got to come here. They got to press their ball handlers out.
Yeah, Becca's taken away Leah Miller, who is their best dribbler. Makes somebody else bring it up the floor. Miller on the drive. Todd, the step back three, blocked by Brooke Williams on the perimeter. Troxel to Williams.
Gotta go.
Coach Entwistle calling out a play.
Yep.
Troxel, elbow. Hoyt to drive, the kick to Glodfeldy, a long 3-point shot off the mark. Jenna Todd clears for the Cavaliers. Leah Miller into the front court. Gabby Evans on the wing, up top. Caden Curtin. Evans tries to go back to Curtin. Troxel with the steal. Troxel went in the front court. 13 seconds to play here. Shot clock's off. Looking for the last shot. Glodfeldy with the dribble drive, and the floater goes. Nice shot, Caden Glodfeldy, as time expires here in the half. It's 19-15. Cavaliers holding a 4-point lead. We're going to take a little break here, and we'll come back for a first half recap. You're listening to high school basketball on WTHU 1450 AM. Coololies, stay with us.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
Here's a Oldies 1450 AM forecast. For tonight, altitudes rain, lows down to 43 degrees, 30% chance of rain. Another chance of rain tomorrow, a high of 61. Another chance of rain around 30%. And partly cloudy tomorrow night, lows at 38. High of 49 with most of sunny skies on Friday. Partly cloudy Friday night, lows around 39 degrees. And on Saturday, partly sunny skies. From the cool Oldies 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm LaRon Haynes.
Greetings, I'm Jay Arnold with the March 3rd Arnold Almanac. Next.
Do you have Medicare and do you use a CPAP machine? Using a clean CPAP mask and clean supplies is important to staying healthy. Medicare will pay for you to have new clean supplies every 90 days. Just make this free phone call right now to get started.
Sponsored by Specialty Medical. 800-896-7012. 800-896.
And we're back at Catoctin High School. We're at halftime of the 1A West Region 2 semifinal game. South Carroll Cavaliers 19, Catoctin Cougars 15. Catoctin needs to generate some offense, Brian.
Yeah, so I just look at momentum swings and things that happen. And Curtain went down with that injury. And then Catoctin put a little pressure on, but if they face guard Miller and let somebody else beat them up the floor, then they can't get in their easy sets of their offense. Then on the offensive end for Catoctin, they got to recognize that Brooke Williams is being face guarded. Now the last possession they did try to post her up and she went for that little left-handed hook. Nice move, just didn't fall. But they have to do that every time down the floor. Either give her a screen or post her up and give her a touch in, especially when other people are struggling. Now I was glad Zentz hit a shot and Glaudfeldt needed one.
Yep.
So that was a little runner at the end with time running down. Hopefully that helps her confidence because she's been getting looks and just not been able to drop down. So hopefully that gets her kick started because she's capable of hitting big shots and getting big points.
Now, the big difference to me is the three-point shooting. Catoctin has not found home on any. The Cavaliers have knocked down 3. And, you know, credit to Cavaliers defense. They are making Catoctin work for everything. And again, you know, like you talked about, Brooke Williams, they need to find a way to get her the ball or just play a two-man game with Kelsey Troxell and Brooke Williams. Find out who Jenna Todd's, the 6'2 sophomore for the Cavaliers, is guarding and get her out of the way. But right now, I mean, Troxell keeping them in the game, a little supporting cast, like you said, Zentz and Glaudfeldt. Hopefully that'll start to get everybody rolling a little bit. But I agree with you, a little more defensive pressure, I think, would go a long way towards generating some offense for the Cougars.
And the Cougars got a couple long defensive rebounds and didn't push.
Right.
And they held back, and they need to push the ball up the floor. If they do that, even if they take a quick shot, because when you take a quick shot when you're running in transition, more than likely you're going to get the offensive rebound because nobody's set.
Yep.
And plus they're not expecting you to do that.
And I'm not sure if it's Coach Entwistle slowing them down by calling set plays, that they're not pushing it, because a lot of times we've seen them before where Brooke Williams and Kelsey Troxell get a defensive rebound and just go. You know, there's no hesitation. Well, right now, it looks like they're hesitating.
Yeah, especially when Brooke gets the rebound. She can go coast to coast. She should have the green light to just go, and then she get, like you said, she has that little stutter move. And the best thing about her, she can go left or right.
Yep. The one thing to watch is foul situation. 3 of the starters for the Cavaliers have 2 fouls. If they pick anything up here quick in the third, that could change coach's rotation. They already lost 1 player to injury. I don't think they're real deep, so that'll be something to keep an eye on as we get into the fourth quarter. Well, we're going to take a 4-minute break here, and we'll be back for the second half. You stay with us. You're listening to high school basketball on Cool Oldies, WTHU 1450 AM.
Good afternoon, this is Hoover Glass.
Alex Ovechkin inches closer to passing Wayne Gretzky for the most goals in NHL history. But the Washington Capitals lost 3-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning on Saturday at Capital One Arena. Ovechkin scored his 884th career goal late in the third period to move 11 goals away from passing Gretzky. Ovechkin's goal made the game interesting, but the Capitals were unable to complete the comeback. Washington is now 38-14-8, and on a 3-game losing streak. The Caps continue to lead the Eastern Conference with 84 points. They host the Ottawa Senators tonight. Dean Kremer was sharp in his second spring training outing, but the Baltimore Orioles fell 5-4 to the Philadelphia Phillies at Baycare Ballpark. Kremer tossed 3 scoreless innings, allowed 1 hit, walked 1, and struck out 2. Colton Cowser plated 2 runs in the defeat. The O's are 4-4 in Grapefruit League play. They host the Red Sox today. And that's sports. I'm Julio Flores on the Maryland News Network.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't wait. This could be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism.
Fox News. Stu Guzman, a man is dead in a suspected terror attack in Israel's northern city of Haifa. 4 others injured. The IDF says the attacker was killed at the scene. European and NATO leaders holding a summit Sunday, vowing to reach a peace deal to end the Russia-Ukraine war. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said Russian President Putin cannot be trusted.
He has demonstrated time and time again that he will break any agreements. I stand with Vladimir Zelensky.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio tells ABC's This Week that President Trump's goal is peace.
The only way it ends is if Vladimir Putin comes to a negotiating table. And right now, President Trump is the only person on earth who has any chance whatsoever of bringing him to a table to see what it is he would be willing to end the war on.
And Honora wins 5 Oscars at the Academy Awards, including Best Picture. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's your local news for the cool Oldies 1450 listening area. A pedestrian was medevac to shock trauma Sunday at 5 p.m. when a tractor hit them near the intersection of Woodsboro Road and Dorcas Road in Woodsboro. Details are sketchy, but apparently there was an accident involving 2 cars and the tractor, and the pedestrian was struck accidentally as a result. The accident is under investigation by the Maryland State Police. In other news, Catoctin Cougars wrestler Ashton Thompson is headed to states in the 138-pound class, along with Jake Beaumont, Reese Ferguson, Jack Berth, Gino Dolan, Wyatt Weinrich, and Alexis Nicholas of Walkersville. All wrestlers who finished in the top 4 of their weight class at regionals qualified for states. And finally in the news, Fairfield and Gettysburg school districts officially announced the merger of their football programs in 2025. Former Catoctin Athletic Director Keith Brook, now at Fairfield, explained that the small school does not have enough enrollment to sustain a football program any longer. Fairfield football had to cancel its season last year when it didn't have enough football players to field a team after several games. Keep it tuned right here for late-breaking news, weather, and traffic on Cool Oldies 1450 PHU.
And we're back at Catoctin High School getting ready to set to start the third quarter. Catoctin will start with the basketball, Brian. They're only down 4 after that first half. So let's see what Coach Entwistle and the team came up with here to start the third quarter, see if they can get themselves on the board and grab momentum early.
And I also looked over to South Carroll bench, and Curtain, number 3, isn't back in the game. She's got ice on her knee. I don't expect her to come back in. So Catoctin, like I said, deny Miller the basketball, make somebody else bring it up, and they're going to have a hard time getting in their sets.
5'8", Caden Curtin guarding the 5'10", Brooke Williams, who they did clear out for her, but unable to get past her. Ball down the baseline, Troxel for the dribble drive, and in the act.
We're going to shoot 2.
Yep, Kelsey to the foul line.
Evans, her first, team's first. Foul brings Kelsey Troxel to the line.
Gabby Evans picks up the foul, her first.
Troxel needs to hit these, just take her time. She's got good form. That's the first one.
Notice she has a little tape on that right wrist after that jump ball situation. But both of them find the net, and it's 19-17. Cavaliers 2-point lead. Yeah. Jenna Todd, 6'2", sophomore, bringing it up. Brooke Williams on her, almost gets away. Cougars, good defense, forcing a lot of long passes, errant pass out of bounds. Well, Cougars take over.
Recognize that their second best ball handler's out. It's part of the game, unfortunately. And then had it uncomfortable getting in their sets.
Gladfeldy to Hoyt, to Zentz, to Brooke Williams posting up. They double down quick. Hoyt, the jump shot, hits the front of the rim and falls over and in, and we are tied up 19-19. Catoctin with the extra pressure. Zentz all over Leah Miller. Hoyt now on Caden Curtin. Leah Miller brings it across. Zentz guarding her. Cavaliers just kind of standing. Oh, it's going to be a travel call on Harrington in the dribble drive. Cavaliers turn the ball over. Cougars into the front court scored 19-19, 6:30 to play here in the third quarter. Catoctin started this half down 4. Hoyt with a great dribble drive, a kick. Gladfeldy for a 3, off the mark. Troxel, another rebound, off the mark. Tipped out of bounds, off the Cavaliers.
I like the idea of posting up Brooke. She got triple teamed when Olivia hit that shot, the possession before, and then a clear shot knocked it down.
Here they're setting it inbounds play for Brooke Williams, off the mark. And then Brooke picks up a silly foul.
Yep, she's getting fussed. She didn't square her shoulders. Squares her shoulders there with the contact. They're going to call it. She just kind of threw it, a little hook. If she would have came all the way around, I think she can elevate over.
Yep. I'd like to see her just square up, and like you said, just jump up over top of her, rather than the fading off layup. Leah Miller in the front court for the Cavaliers. We're tied 19-19, just under 6 to play in the Harrington. She kicks it out. Gabby Evans hits the jump shot. 2-point lead, Cavaliers 21-19, 5:45 to play here in the third quarter. Brooke Williams sets the screen for Troxel, ball's tipped. Good defense by the Cavaliers, come away with the steal. Miller into the front court. Harrington on the wing, looks for Jenna Todd. Turnaround jumper off the mark, tipped around, controlled by the Cavaliers. Gabby Evans, the jump shot from the baseline again. This one off the mark. Troxel clears quickly into the front court. Ball's tipped away from her, stays baseline out of bounds. To the Cougars, 24 on the shot clock.
Right move, I like it. Number 24 on South Carroll looks like she had a little trouble with their knee brace. A lot of South Carroll girls have a knee brace on.
Yeah. In the Brooke posting up. Ooh. That ball's a held ball. As they try to post up, Brooke Williams unable to control the pass. Alternating possession goes to the Cavaliers. Full court pressure, Zentz all over Leah Miller.
I like the pressure.
Moving. Leah Miller, the left-handed drive, and then they're going to call Zentz with the body.
Coach Inwhistle yelling out there for moving screen all the way down. It was all the way down the floor, and no call.
Yeah, Leah Miller to shoot 2. Tell you what, for a lacrosse player going to the University of Maryland, Leah Miller, as a high school basketball player, handles that ball very well with both hands. She's a right-handed natural shooter, but handles it well both left and right, which is impressive for the two-sport athlete.
Absolutely.
And Miller hits both foul shots. Cavaliers regain a 4-point lead, 23-19. 4:45 to play here in the third quarter. Brooke Williams in the front court. Troxel on the dribble drive, off the mark. Harrington clears. Gabby Evans into the front court, being pressured. Jenna Todd takes a three. It's tipped by Brooke. Troxel again in the front court. Full head of steam. Off the glass, and it goes. Beautiful.
Capable of doing that every time.
Yep. Kelsey, the best player on the floor tonight, attacking the rim. 23-21 Cavaliers. Interior pass to Jenna Todd, and she finishes it. Back to a 4-point lead for the Cavaliers. Brooke Williams kicks to the wing. Madeline Myers, 3-point shot off the mark. Kaden Glodfeldy looks to run it down, but she's on the sideline.
Catoctin got that big bucket there by Troxel and goes down on the defensive end and lets somebody cut right by their face. If the person slides over, that's not going to happen.
Into Leah Miller, being guarded by Zentz. Looks like switching man-to-man defense. Brooke Williams on the ball. Leah Miller, ball fake and the dribble drive. Kicks it back to Evans, to Todd. 5 on the shot clock. They enter it to Harrington, being guarded by Brooke Williams. Forces it up. Ball never hit the rim.
Good D by Catoctin there.
Olivia Hoyt checks into the game. Kaden Glodfeldy out for the Cougars. Cougars need to find the range on a 3-point shot. Try to build some momentum offensively into the front court. They clear for Troxel, the dribble drive. Off the mark. Jenna Todd clears.
Yes, they took the right away and she went to the left. A lot of contact, no call, but it's the playoff.
And with Brooke triggering the play, Harrington, another 3-point shot. Timeout. Full timeout by Catoctin. Coach has to really get things pumped up. I'm not in love with that offensive set. Well, Brooke enters it to Troxel, because then you have no offensive rebound other than Troxel battling for her own miss.
Yeah, I think it's the physicality of South Carroll. They're just pushing everybody off of their marks on Catoctin. And on the offensive end down there for South Carroll, it's just coming so easy to them. Even if they're getting down in the shot clock, they're still able to get the shot that they want to get off. I think Catoctin's best bet is to stay with that press and put more pressure on. Because the last time they came up and they did that, they crossed half court and there was 16 seconds left to go on the shot clock, and they got all out of sorts and they ended up throwing it out of bounds. They have to keep that up, but they fought so hard to get back into it and tie it, and all of a sudden, it's a 7-point game again.
Right back at them. Yep. Let's thank our sponsors before we jump back onto the court. American Legion Post 168, Thurmont, Brownie's Auto Care, Center of Life Chiropractic, Cousins Ace Hardware, Hawkins Landscaping, Thurmont Country Kitchen. Thanks for your sponsorship. We hear the second horn.
And if you haven't been to the Country Kitchen, they got the best desserts there.
Oh, I've been there.
I've been there too, too many times.
Yep. So Catoctin will trigger it in, get us started. 28-21 is the score. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Catoctin looking for some consistent offense. And they post up Troxel. They look to enter at her, but no passing lane. Brooke Williams with the ball, being guarded by the 6'2" Jenna Todd. Brooke with a great drive. Left-handed floater goes. 28-23. Cavaliers 5-point lead, 2:20 to play here in the third quarter. Harrington, the dribble drive, and they're going to call that foul. Goes on number 11.
Lucas foul on number 11, Becca Zentz.
Her
Yeah,
second personal.
You hate to say stuff, but just want that consistency on both ends.
Ball's into Harrington. Brooke Williams ties her up. Alternating possession should go with the Cougars. Unless they're going to overrule, but no, it's alternating possession. Catoctin ball.
It was a jump ball, and after the whistle went, I mean,
a little tangle.
It was tangled, but.
So 2:15 to play here in the third quarter. Cavaliers up 5, 28-23. Cougars in the front court. Zentz dribbling around the top. Glodfeldy on the wing. And a blocking foul. Number 14, Charlotte Harrington. Her third.
Just need a little bit better spacing when they're trying to post up Brooke. They got a person in front and back of her.
Yeah, great team defense by the Cavaliers. When the ball gets doubled down, or passed in, they double down like they did right there on Kelsey. She rushed that shot off the mark, cleared by the Cavaliers. Leah Miller into the front court. Curtin on the right wing. Jenna Todd, foul line, great entry pass, off the mark. Brooke clears, and then there's going to be a foul. That's 4 on Charlotte Harrington. Her fourth, team's fourth. And Campbell Black enters the game for the Cavaliers. Charlotte Harrington sits down for a couple minutes.
She hasn't been in the game yet. Now you have to recognize that when she's guarding you and she's just coming in and attack. Right there.
Yep. Entered to Troxel. She spins and loses the dribble. All the way down. Leah Miller off the mark. Troxel clears. Into the front court. Gives to Brooke Williams. Guarded by Kaden Curtin. Skips to Olivia Hoyt, who looks to dribble drive on Jenna Todd. Tipped out of bounds. Baseline out of bounds for the Cougars. 18 on the shot clock. Cavaliers 5-point lead. Not there. Cavaliers really defending those baseline out of bounds plays well. Brooke, they enter it to her again. They lose control of the dribble. 7 on the shot clock. Troxel on the dribble drive. Again, not able to find home.
Halfway down.
Yep, 28-23. Cavaliers with the ball. 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Gabby Evans up top to Curtin on the wing. Jenna Todd at the baseline. Troxel comes in behind Miller. Tips it away. Miller pushes it out of bounds.
He's going to overrule it. He's going to overrule it. No.
I don't think so.
It looked like he was. Yep, black ball. He's overruling it. I told you. Oh. That's why he went over there and said something to him. Now, even the girls know it's not the right call.
Yeah. And
Darryl Wedge is going to say something.
He's going to intervene.
Yep, I hope so.
Are they looking for? They didn't call a jump ball.
No, they're going on the shot clock. How much time's left on the shot clock? Yep, 5 seconds. That's where Darryl.
We have 25 seconds. Yep, 25 seconds on the play clock. 5 on the shot clock. Baseline out of bounds to the Cavaliers. Into Miller. Dribble drive. Cut off. Evans, a 3-point shot off the mark. Kelsey Troxel with 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Skip to Caden Glodfeldy.
I would have pulled it.
They're taking the last shot of the quarter. Olivia Hoyt looks to drive, bounce pass to Troxel, and it goes. Nice pass. Hoyt to Troxel, and it cuts the Cavalier lead to 3. 28-25 after 3 quarters. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to high school basketball on 1450 AM. Cool Oldies. Stay with us.
can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning. They're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades. They're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater. Becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back at Catoctin High School, ready to start the fourth quarter. Cavaliers with a 3-point lead, 28-25, and the ball. They're running the play, try to get it down low to Jenna Todd, being guarded by Hoyt. Gabby Evans, baseline drive, floater off the mark. Troxel, defensive rebound. She dribbles it up into the front court, looks for a driving lane. Oh, and it goes. She floats it up there, bounces off the rim. We have a 1-point ball game, 28-27. Cavaliers quickly into the front court. Leah Miller pulls the trigger on a three, off the mark. Troxel with a defensive rebound to Brooke Williams. They bring it up in the front court. Brooke surveying the court. Caden Curtin applying the defense for the Cavaliers. Brooke looking for a driving lane. Floater off the mark. Ball's tipped around. Off of Catoctin. Cavaliers ball. 7:03 to play here in the fourth quarter.
She's just got to square her shoulders and it goes. No arc on the ball, just square.
Rise up over the shorter player,
Yep.
maybe, right?
Yep.
Jenna Todd, jump shot off the mark. Hoyt, defensive rebound. Quickly into the front court on the dribble. Passes to Glodfeldy. Dribble drive, kicks it back out to Hoyt. Back out to Glodfeldy. Troxel on the cut. Oh, and smacked on the side of the head by Jenna Todd. Picks up her third personal.
Jenna Todd, her third. Team's first.
Kelsey Troxel back to the foul line to shoot two.
Kelsey Troxel.
6:36 to play here in the fourth quarter. Troxel ties us up, 28-28.
Troxel's playing lights out tonight. She's carrying them. She's looking good. They're having a tough time stopping that move she makes to the basket.
Yep. That big first step. Off the mark on that one. Pulled in by the Cavaliers. Miller into the front court. Becca Zentz applying defensive pressure. Glodfeldy enters in to Campbell Black, and she lays it in. Cavaliers regain the lead 30-28, 6:15 to play in the fourth quarter.
Every time South Carroll's answered on that same type of play.
No answer there. Kelsey Troxel the post up, no backside help. And we're tied again, 30-30, 6 minutes to play. Coach Hutchison gets Charlotte Harrington back, ready to come in the game. Caden Curtin hits a three-point shot. Just like that. Cougars fight hard, back into the game, tied up. Cavaliers down and answer.
And South Carroll's been able to answer every time Catoctin hits a big bucket. South Carroll's come down and answered immediately in the short half of the shot clock.
Right. And that's their fifth made three-point shot tonight. Catoctin yet to hit a long-range shot. Hoyt on the right wing. Looking. And foul. Caden Curtin picks up that foul.
Cavaliers foul on number 12, Caden Curtin.
Even in on the post, Brooks got two people on her, and one of them's got her elbow locked in. She's having a tough time getting a shot off tonight for sure.
Baseline out of bounds with a fresh 30 on the shot clock. In the Zents, who brings it out front. They throw it back to Glodfeldy. Oh, a lucky break there by the Cougars. They lose it off the foot. Hoyt, again, they enter it into Brook. Baseline move. This one answers. 33-32. Cougars quickly. Miller into the front court. Miller has a long three. Pulls it back. Harrington, a real long three. Off the mark. Becca Zentz with the defensive rebound. Quickly into the front court. Kicks it back to Troxel. Dribble drive. Off the mark, Brooke Williams. Oh, Olivia Hoyt. Offensive rebound, and then a held ball stays with the Cougars.
Definitely playoff basketball and really coming down to girls now. Now both teams a lot of energy, fighting for every loose ball now.
Baseline out of bounds play, and there's Brooks, seals it inside, off the mark with the left-hand layup.
Shoulders.
Jenna Todd, the three-point shot. Off the mark, battle for the rebound, and another held ball. This one stays with the Cavaliers. 28 on the shot clock, 4:42 to play here in the ball game. 33-32 Cavaliers, 1-point lead. Baseline out of bounds. 6'2" Jenna Todd steps through, flips it up, and puts it home.
Nice play.
Yep, 35-32 now. Cavaliers 3-point lead. 4:30 to play in the ball game. Glodfeldy looks to drive. Hoyt on the baseline, pulls off. Zentz into Brooke Williams, and they double her again. Number 14 fouls out. Charlotte Harrington. A little too much push from behind. And that's fourth team foul. Re-entering Campbell Black. So they're down two starters now. One to injury, one to foul. Brooke posts up, works through the contact. It won't go. Jenna Todd clears, and then she's fouled.
If she squares her shoulders and then goes up, elevates over.
That ball bounced on the rim twice and fell off. 6'2" Jenna Todd, just too tall, cleared that one, and then the foul. Leah Miller with the ball, 3-point lead for the Cavaliers. And in the front court, Jenna Todd, 3-point shot off the mark. Troxel, defensive rebound, on the run, right past us. Oh! Then there's a foul on number 12, Caden Curtin.
Troxel is fast. I mean, she flew by us. Being this close, I didn't realize she was that fast.
Glodfeldy out of bounds, fresh shot clock for the Cougars. Lob it over top to Brooke Williams on the right wing. Troxel on the cut. They feed her. Oh, off the mark again. Jenna Todd clears. Jenna Todd dribbles into the front court to Evans, to Miller, a long three, off the mark, and there's Troxel again. Got Glodfeldy over here spotting up.
I like it.
Troxel, and no call. Offensive rebound, and she short arms it. Fresh shot clock. Hoyt for three. Oh.
Yep, dumb
Brooke
little
Williams
reach in
picks
foul,
up
but
another
Brooke,
foul. Her third foul. Team second.
That three was halfway down. Timeout. Coach in whistle.
And whistle another full timeout. They got 2 timeouts remaining. Quick reset. 3:22 to play in the ball game. Cougars trail the Cavaliers 32-35. Whew. We're going to take a quick break and you want to stay with us, Michael? Quick break as we take a full timeout here at Catoctin.
Our Local American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
And we're back here at Catoctin. 3:22 to play in this region semifinal matchup between South Carroll Cavaliers and Catoctin Cougars. Cavaliers with a 3-point lead, 35-32. And the ball. Leah Miller, the University of Maryland lacrosse commit, into the front court for the Cavaliers. Gabby Evans on the wing. Over top, Campbell Black. Gabby Evans, the left hand. Oh! And they got a foul call on number 10, Kaden Glodfeldy.
Second, team's third.
Yeah, big free throws here.
Gabby Evans to the line to shoot two. Off the mark on shot one. You talked about knee braces. They also have a lot of natural left-handed shooters, don't they? Cavaliers, you don't see that a whole lot. Second foul shot, also off the rim. Hoyt with the rebound, into the front court to Glodfeldy. She makes a dribble move. Oh, the floater, not there. Bad angle. Ball's loose on the floor. Miller cleans it up for the Cavaliers. You almost feel like a two-possession game might be too much. Important defense here for the Cougars. Evans overtopped the shorter Cougars players. Saved by Hoyt to Troxel on the run. Looking for her driving lane. Oh, how's that not a foul? Wow.
It's hard for me not to say. I know I'm on the radio, but they got hit right there, and then no foul down here.
And sorry, I usually don't do that either, but ball's lost out of bounds. Cavaliers take over, dribble drive Evans, off the glass and home. Cavaliers with a 5-point lead now, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the ball game. It's crunch time for Catoctin. They need to generate some offense. Glodfeldy drives, ball's tipped out of bounds, stays with the Cougars. 18 on the shot clock.
Yeah, that would have put 5 team fouls in Catoctin shooting as well.
Yep. Back screen. Oh, and they get Troxel, and she gets it home. Cuts the lead to 3 again, 37-34. Under 2 to play. Cougars have 3 team fouls, so they have 1 to give. Not that they want to do that right now. Across the timeline, 15 on the shot clock. Ball's tipped away and out of bounds. Stays with the Cavaliers. 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Catoctin's got to keep that pressure. No laps here. Ball pressure.
Here comes the high ball screen. Then the switch. Brooke Williams reaches up, gets a hold of that one, tips it, and then out of bounds to the Cougars. Brooke with a great defensive play there. 37-34, 1:30 to play in the ball game. Cougars down 3. We'll get the ball to Troxel. Gabby Evans guarding her. Then we have a holding foul off the ball.
Brooke's gonna shoot
on number 12, Caden Curtin. That's her 4th personal, team's 5th. That sends Brooke Williams to the line. Cougars down 3, 1:23 to play in the ball game. First foul shot finds home. Second foul shot, both good. 37-36 Cavaliers. 1-point lead 1:20 to play in the ball game. Leah Miller in the front court being guarded by Brooke Williams. Kelsey Troxel now picks up Jenna Todd on the perimeter. Cut off the mark. Brooke with the defensive rebound and in the front court. Looking for space, hesitation, dribble. Gets trapped on the baseline. Turnover to the Cavalier. Full timeout. South Carroll. Coach Hutchinson calls his first timeout.
I'd like Brooke to come down there, make that little stutter move, come back like she's going to come back outside, and then flip back around the baseline. I think she would have had it.
Yeah, and again, credit to the Cavaliers. Yeah. They're well disciplined on defense. As Brooke turned the corner on the baseline, Jenna Todd slid in, provided the help, deflected the pass, and then Cavaliers get the steal.
Yeah.
Cavaliers with the ball, 1-point lead. Still plenty of time in the ball game, but you almost feel like the Cougars definitely need to stop this possession.
This is where I take a gamble. I know they're going to want Miller to do a set. So whoever's guarding her out of bounds, jump to Miller when they go to inbound the ball and double her real quick, and then just know that you got to locate the inbounder when they step in.
And if you're looking for someone to maybe run off of, Campbell Black is a freshman who is doing the substituting now that they lost a starter to fouls and a starter to injury. She doesn't look like she's real comfortable out there, which any freshman really wouldn't be, but she might be the player to come off of to go double the ball if you need that scenario. So we're at 49.8 seconds to play in the ball game. Cavaliers to inbound the ball in front of their own bench. 24 on the shot clock.
They're going to go to 5. Miller's going to go to 24 because I just saw them whisper to each other. Look for 24 on South Carroll to get the basketball here. Here she comes.
Catoctin plays it well. Troxel now. Jenna Todd backing in. 6'2". Brooke Williams tries to block the shot. It's an N1 for Jenna Todd. Brooke picks up
Cougars foul on Brooke Williams,
her fourth. Brooke Williams picks up her fourth, the team's fourth. Jenna Todd looks to finish the three-point play and off the mark. So it's still a one-possession game, 30 seconds to play. Brooke Williams to Kelsey Troxel. Troxel looks to drive, and she's fouled in the act.
Cavaliers foul number 24.
Still plenty of time here. Troxel, like I said, she's getting a basket. Something good's happening each and every time. They just got to, once he hits these, they just got to deny this inbounds pass.
First foul shot's good. They have a foul. Next foul does send Cavaliers to the line, 26, so the shot clock is off. Troxel hits both foul shots. Coach Entwistle uses a timeout, her last full timeout, so she has one 30-second timeout remaining. 26.6 seconds to play. Cougars down 1.
They got to come out. She's going to come out. Double Miller. Whoever's person is throwing the ball out, whoever's girl that is, double Miller, and then you know Miller's probably going to dump it back. That's when you have opposite side take a gamble and step in front of it and get an easy layup. Then I wouldn't foul, Rick, until they went across half court, if you want to do that and put them on the line.
And one thing now, Brian, in girls basketball, the backcourt means nothing. It's no 10-second violation. So if I'm South Carroll, I'm telling my girls, because there's also no closely guarded back here, don't even cross half court until they foul you, unless they go for a layup. And then you got to pick your poison.
The only thing is that you're playing that defense you're close. I know
I'm fouling Campbell Black right away.
So we come back out here. We come down here. It's closer to our basket. I'm waiting.
Nope.
I'm waiting till at
I'm
least
going right away.
You're going right
I'm
away.
Gonna just,
I love two coaches sitting here. Everybody's got their own strategy. I love it.
I'm going to put it in my hands. We're going for it. If it was tied, that'd be one thing. We're down. Cougars down 1. They got to steal and score. Beautiful. Good. Good. Now you got to get her. Don't leave her out. Oh, they leave her out of the trap. Got her again. Now you got to get them. And they fouled Gabby Evans, who last time missed both her foul shots. So 19 seconds to play.
I call a timeout. Try to ice her a little bit.
The bad thing is Amy only has 1 left. Evans off the back iron.
Wouldn't want anything better. This has been a great basketball game for sure.
Second one is good. Timeout, South Carroll.
Look for them to
19 seconds to play. So, full timeout. Well, you have a number of options. I believe your top one right now is Kelsey Troxel driving.
Yes. I was getting ready to say the same thing. Troxel's been able to get to the rim all night, and then everybody else crashed the boards.
So, do you come out and play a zone? If you're Hutchison, you're kind of manpower low. Do you play a zone? Make Catoctin hit their first jump shot of the game. They have no shots outside the paint made tonight.
You say that, but then if they're in that zone, then if I see that, then I'm going to tell Brooke Williams to take that shot out there all day long, and I'll live and die with it. Because she's had people draped on all over her tonight, and she's going to be sore tomorrow for sure. So I look for them to come out in a press to take up some of this time and not let them get in the set they want. Once they get across half court, I think Coach Entwistle's going to call a timeout. I think. Still there's plenty of time.
So inbounds to Brooke Williams into the front court, being guarded by Curtin. The step back, and it's good. A three-point shot with 10 seconds in the game, and timeout, South Carroll. A step back three by Brooke Williams gives Catoctin their first lead of the ball game.
What I say about last week, ice water in her veins, and then you said, I want to live and die with Brooke Williams taking a three-pointer all night long, and she stepped back, nailed it, and they've been all over all night. Hadn't had a great night out of her, and the confidence to go shoot that, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And like you said, Coach, they hadn't hit a three-pointer all night.
And the only thing I don't like, Brian, is there's still 9 seconds left.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of time, and the Cavaliers, athletic as they are, getting themselves to the line, or they throw it up to the big 6'2".
Well,
somehow you got to get it away from Miller right here.
That's it, because she's quick enough to beat people down. So whoever's guarding the inbounder has got to double Miller. If they double Miller, then they got to make somebody else bring it up the floor, and they're not going to be as quick. No fouls here. This place is going to get
don't get any better than this. No. Coach Entwistle trying to get the crowd fired up. We have 9.8 seconds to play.
Everybody's got to be up.
Cougars with a 1-point lead. Cavaliers with the ball. Madeline Myers. Zentz now picks Miller. The dribble. Oh, got to be careful. Miller into the front court. Troxel picks her up. Todd. The foul line jump shot off the mark. It's over. The Cougars pull it out.
What a game. Wow. Unbelievable game there, for sure.
Catoctin Cougars took one lead in the ball game all night with 9 seconds left on the strength of a Brooke Williams three-point shot. Their only three-point shot made all night. I'll tell you what, before we go too far, my hat is off to the Cavaliers, who have fought so hard. They lost that starter in the third quarter. In the second quarter, Kendall Curtin got hurt. In the third quarter, Harrington sat down with 4 fouls. fouled out in the fourth quarter, so down 2 starters. They fought their heart out, but credit to Cougars. They find a way to win the basketball game, and in the state of Maryland, it's winning the dance.
Yeah, I tell you what, like you said, hats off to South Carroll. How physical they were, how they were prepped for Catoctin, and how they made Brooke Williams just pay for everything she got tonight. And I tell you what, Brooke Williams is going to be sore. And then hats off, man. Troxel had the game of her life, and she had to tonight for sure.
Yes, yeah. The junior duo, Troxel Williams, come up big. Great supporting cast. I'll tell you what, team defensive-wise, the entire Cougar roster, everybody that stepped on the floor, held these Cavaliers to 40 points. They're a very talented group of players. 5 made 3-point shots, so there's 15 points alone right there. That's only 25 other points they gave up all night long.
Yeah.
Just a great high school basketball game, a great environment. So the Catoctin Cougars advance. I'm assuming, and I haven't seen any updates, that Smithsburg, the top seed in the region, will beat Liberty. Catoctin will go to Smithsburg in the region championship. They split during the regular season. Both teams lost at home in that head-to-head.
Yeah.
So Catoctin will be going to Smithsburg Wednesday night for the region championship. I don't think Michael says we're not going to be there. So you have to drive up to Smithsburg if you're a Catoctin fan and get in to watch that game, because it's going to be a great one.
Yep, and plus that gym in there is so tight, and you know it'll be loud, and Smithsburg always brings them out in force.
Hey, Michael, are we going to take a break, or are we going to get any players and coaches or anything? Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to try to get a hold of a couple players and Coach Entwistle to discuss this exciting victory in the region semifinal. Stay with us, gang. You're listening to high school basketball on Cool Oldies, WTHU.
At Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Ha! Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable, with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this important message.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need.
Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
Here's another cool oldies 1450 reminder. On Tuesday, March 4th, you can enjoy coffee and a chat at the Thurmont Senior Center beginning at 10 in the morning. Also on Tuesday, March 4th, you're invited to the Shrove Tuesday Pancake Supper at the Harriet Chapel just south of Thurmont from 4:30 to 7 p.m. Now, the cost is only $10 per person. Another big event on the 4th, why don't you check out the weekly Tuesday night bingo at the New Windsor Fire Department beginning at 5 in the afternoon. And one more event to talk about on the 4th, Hartley House 101 invites you to learn about the Women's Shelter and Program at the Emmitsburg Branch Library beginning at 6:30 in the evening. To learn about all these terrific events and a lot more, just go online to WTHUradio.com. Remember, at Cool Oldies 1450, we care about our community and about you.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
To every referee, umpire, and judge in high school sports, we want to say, we see you.
We see everything you do for us that goes unnoticed.
We see the positive role models that you are.
We see the way you get unfairly criticized just for doing your job.
The truth is, we couldn't play without you.
So thank you for investing your time in us.
Thank you for protecting the integrity of the game, no matter what.
We hope you always know how much we appreciate you.
Because without you, this is just recess. It's not really a game.
Thank you for always making it possible for us to play the sports we love.
Want to serve the students in your community? Sign up to become an official at highschoolofficials.com.
Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center passionately believes that what they do enriches people's lives emotionally and physically. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center is not just a therapeutic massage center, but it is a collaboration of the healing arts using Reiki, sound, movement, art, and more. Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center are people who care. Nerve or orthopedic issues, back and neck pain? Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center can help you. Enjoy luxurious treatment with amazing results at Catoctin Mountain Massage and Wellness Center. And by the way, they are looking for experienced therapists who are skilled in the healing arts to join their team today. Just check out their website, catoctinmountainmassage.com. That's Catoctin, M-T-N, massage.com to connect with them today.
Here's the cool oldies 1450 AM forecast. For tonight, there's a chance of rain. Lows down to 43 degrees, 30% chance of rain. Another chance of rain tomorrow with a high of 61. Another chance of rain around 30%. In part of cloudy tomorrow night, lows at 38. High of 49 with most of sunny skies on Friday. So partly cloudy Friday night, lows around 39 degrees. And on Saturday, partly sunny skies. From the cool oldies 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm LaRon Haynes.
Good afternoon. This is Julio Valores. Alex Ovechkin inched closer to passing Wayne Gretzky for the most goals in NHL history, but the Washington Capitals lost 3-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning on Saturday at Capital One Arena. Ovechkin scored his 884th career goal late in the third period to move 11 goals away from passing Gretzky. Ovechkin's goal made the game interesting, but the Capitals were unable to complete the comeback. Washington is now 38-14-8. And on a 3-game losing streak, the Caps continue to lead the Eastern Conference with 84 points. They host the Ottawa Senators tonight. Dean Bremer was sharp in his second.
And we're back here at Catoctin High School, and we have with us Kelsey Troxell and Brooke Williams from the winning Cougars team. Just want to talk through the game a little bit. Brooke, looked like they were paying special attention to you, the Cavalier defense.
Yeah, they were face guarding me. Number 12 is a great defender, and I mean, my teammates got me the ball when they could, and I tried to give them the ball as best I could. So.
And I believe that opened up a couple driving lanes for Kelsey. Take us through your game.
My game, I really think my role on this game was to attack because I had a slower forward on me, and I recognized that, and attacking the basket was really what I needed to do this game, and I think I achieved it well.
And Coach Burdett was saying he thought you never looked faster than tonight.
Yeah, I felt pretty fast, so yeah.
So, Brooke, did Coach Entwistle draw up that last second play for you to shoot a three?
No, not exactly. We were definitely going for the layup, but I saw the opportunity, and that's a shot that I've practiced before, so I took it, and it worked out. So
works out, and you know what? We get to go home. We didn't have to have any overtime and get rid of all that anxiety, because I don't know if Coach Burdett and I could have handled anymore.
Yeah, it looked like all night you were getting a little frustrated on how much, because every time you were posting up, they had a body on you, and then trying to get the entry pass in, they clapped somebody down on you. I could tell by your face you were frustrated. A couple of those shots didn't go for you, but then how do you have the confidence to come back and shoot that three with the game on the line? There's only 9 seconds left. Where does that come from?
I mean, I put it in my form. I have a whole bunch of great coaches that I just relied on my fundamentals, and I know that I've repped that shot plenty of times, so I got to keep shooting even when the shots aren't falling, because they're not going to fall unless I shoot them.
That's exactly right. Kelsey, watching you, and I told Coach coming down, you going coast to coast all night, and you're capable of doing that. And then watching you last week against Williamsport, you're able to get to the bucket on that little right-handed drive, and they took that away from you a little bit tonight, and you went left and were able to get some buckets and fouls there. You're capable of doing that all night. Where did I didn't remember you doing that as much last year. Did that something that you developed in the off season, or did that just happen this season?
It's definitely because of my confidence. My confidence has gone up a lot this season, and also playing AAU has helped with that, because you're not going to get the fouls called in AAU. So going to the basket as strong as you can, getting the fouls called here, it definitely helps a lot with AAU and confidence.
Hey, well, great job, girls, and then you got a big game next week against Smithsburg for sure.
Well, Wednesday doesn't get any easier, right? Smithsburg, and that was both a home and home win. You won up there, they won down here. Now you get the rematch at Smithsburg, if indeed they beat Liberty. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I cannot find a score. I'm kind of feeling they're going to win Smithsburg. So good luck Wednesday night in the region final, and congratulations on a great game tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks. So we'll stay with you a little bit. Brian and I will try to find something to talk about until Coach Entwistle gets here. But yeah, you know, and those young ladies are juniors, Brian.
Yeah, they're coming back. Big playoff experience for them. Leadership going into next year should be a real exciting for Coach Entwistle. But this year isn't over yet for sure.
Right.
But just the confidence in those two ladies that we just talked to in the last, and I'm going to keep going back to that Linganore game where they started to grow there. I'm still concerned about, like we were talking about earlier, that on-off switch for them. So you can see it, that fourth quarter, that on switch was there. Parts in the first half, they turn it on and off for some reason, and I don't know if that's a mental thing or a maturity thing out of them or not.
Yeah, you know, one thing that I was impressed with, even when they were struggling offensively, the defense was there all night to hold this team to 40 points, kept themselves in the game when they were struggling offensively. I mean, at halftime, we were in the teens.
Yeah.
So they were keeping themselves in the game.
Coach Entwistle's out.
So
she's taking pictures and hugging everybody, and we got to
get a minute for her to come chat with us. She's trying to break away from her fan club.
Everybody wants hugs. Big win for them. So especially because, like you said, they didn't take the lead until the last 9 seconds of the ball game. That's the only lead they had the whole game.
Right. And I'm going to make sure I ask Coach Entwistle, congratulate her on drawing up that shot for Brooke. So congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Man.
Congratulations.
Woo!
I'm exhausted, and I'm just sitting over here watching and talking through the game. I can't imagine what you're feeling
Oh
right
man,
now.
I am so blessed I get one more day in the gym with my girls, right? Like you guys have both been there. That's what it's about. Like we coach great kids. This was an amazing atmosphere against an amazing team. But I get one more day in the gym with my girls.
Yep, great environment tonight. Girls struggled a little offensively against that really good South Carroll defense.
So our motto all year has been faith over fear. And if the team that we were in December would have played tonight, we would have lost this game. And we talked about, hey, it's not going to be easy. This is going to be a difficult journey. It might be a journey different than what we've experienced the last couple of years. But if we focus on getting better at the little things consistently, right, it will lead to something down the road that's big and is special. And they have bought into that. And there's a reason our schedule is as difficult as it is. I don't think I could have asked for the last 2 games, FSK and Williamsport, to prepare us for an amazing team like this.
Yep.
Like I said, we're all about perseverance over perfection.
Yeah, I think the turning point, we talked about it, was the Linganore game. Even though you guys did win that game, you lost by 9. It seems much closer than that. And that's where you guys started playing physical and being, and Rebecca Zentz, for one, being physical on the defensive end. And then Troxel has gone to another level on her little right-handed move. Where did that physicality and that, do you think it was the Linganore game? Do you think it was for that, or do you think it was working towards that?
So we had a span at the end of January that was really difficult. We hadn't lost back-to-back games in I don't know how long, and we said that could happen this year. You look at our schedule, and not to hit the panic button, which most teams are going to do if you've never experienced that. So we actually lost to South Carroll on a Friday, and then we turned around and lost to Linganore the following Tuesday.
That's right.
And those 2 losses, we had we call it circle time. We had a heart-to-heart, and we talked about we've got to embrace the physicality. We can't fade. You know, you've got to expect to go up, get hammered, and you're making the shot, whether the whistle blows or not. And that's a mindset. And we've gotten mentally tougher. Our game at FSK and our game against Williamsport, we grew up literally before our eyes, and that is what I am most proud of, is again, they've embraced the process, and it has not been easy, but they have stuck together every step of the way.
Okay, let's jump forward to tonight with 15 seconds left on the clock, down 2. How do you have the confidence to draw up a 3-point shot for Brooke Williams?
And a step back 3 at that.
So I'm going to be honest, that's not the play we drew up.
I got to say, we cheated. We asked Brooke about that, and she said, well, that's not quite what she drew up.
We laughed. When she hit it, we were like, yep, textbook, just like we drew it up. But that's the faith that we have in her and her teammates have in her and we have in each other is, we're trying to get to the lane. If a kick out is there to Caden, great, but we're trying to draw the foul and go up. But again, to credit South Carroll, their defense was amazing. They took that away. I like our chances in transition, but heck of a job for them taking away. And then Brooke, I call her Ice for a reason. Right, ice in her veins.
Well, in the last couple of games, in the fourth quarter, she's come up very big.
And that's growth, right? That is growth.
Yeah, and that's she hit the last 4 free throws up against Williamsport, got you that victory there. Yes. And then to have the confidence in the junior, and even though she's upperclassman, to do a step back 3 with the game on the line, and you hadn't hit a 3 all night, and then she's going to be sore after how physical they were with her and hitting the floor, and then the confidence to take that shot. Give yourself some credit because she doesn't take it unless you give her the green light.
Well, but that's also the faith that her teammates have in her. Like if you ask them who do you want to have the ball in the hands taking that shot at the end, every single one of them would have said Brooke, and they would have been crashing in case it didn't go in. But that's the faith that they have in her.
So any advanced information on Wednesday's matchup? Did you hear?
I have no idea, to be honest. I'm going to enjoy this for about 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna see if I can find out, and then I'm gonna be up all night.
Back in the day, Brian and I would have had staff up there, but now I know they don't do that anymore for opposition scout.
And now, thanks to Huddle and live stream, we'll be okay getting filmed, but whoever it is, it's going to be another great.
It's going to be a great
right.
matchup.
It's going to be a great matchup. But we appreciate you guys coming and supporting, and what a game!
Congratulations, enjoy,
Congratulations.
And back to work.
Thank you. Yes, back to work.
Thanks, Coach. Yep.
What are you doing Wednesday?
I know we got that. We got a little secret handshake. We do.
You have to talk to the owner operator of the station to see what we can do. But anyway, he wants us to talk to the camera. So. Anyway, just looking forward to tomorrow night. We're going to pack up the truck and go to Urbana for the boys' game, Frederick High School at Urbana. So that's going to be a great matchup. 2 3-point games during the regular season. And it's a Frederick County versus Frederick County. To me, it's like the SEC of football when you're playing Frederick County schools. And here they are. They have to match up in the regional playoff game.
Yeah, and if we can follow it up like we just had a game like tonight, we're in for a treat. So we got courtside tickets to that thing.
So join us tomorrow night for the boys' side, Frederick at Urbana, 6 o'clock tip-off there too. So for Mike Betteridge running the board and camera, Coach Brian Burdett, I'm Rick Little, and we'll sign off for the night. Good night, all.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com.